from Creative Treats Club, back here for another Boxes with Brenda video. Today we are working on the final treat box that is part of kit number 18. This is the treat boxes, or this kit contains 7 treat boxes that my workshop participants have been putting together during the last couple of weeks. Some of the participants weren't able to make the live workshop, so I'm recording these videos so that they will be able to follow along and assemble the boxes from scratch. I will be having the recipes for the truffles that go into them, as well as the PDF instructions for how to make these boxes from scratch available over at the Creative Treats Community Facebook group. So I hope you'll join us over there and download the instructions and then share with us some photos or comments about how you've made the boxes and who you've given them to. What we are doing, as I said, we are making this final box, and it is called 380B is the bottom. It's going to be like this. So this is the bottom here, and this is the top. They are jewelry box style, nice double walled. And there's two different designs, one for the top and one for the bottom. And I'm going to go through showing you how to do that. Just wanted to remind you there are a lot of different sizes of boxes within this kit to make. Some hold 2 or 3 or 4, or in this case 9 truffles, and they are sized, these first 4 boxes here are sized at 1 1/8 deep, so they hold small truffles. The medium size, boxes 5 and 6, are sized at 1 1/4 deep, and the large size I've made 1 3/8 inch deep, and I've adjusted the widths accordingly in the different sizes, so the small, medium, and large. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to put together these boxes now. This one here is what we're calling, or what I call design 7. And what we need to do, like always, is to start by folding all of the score lines, and then I'll show you how to put it together. The orientation of this is towards the top of the box, and these all fold down and go on to the inside of the box to make it a double walled box like that. The trick for putting this together is you should have the tab here, the side tab, to your left, and then what you're going to do is, I already have pre-taped with two-sided tape with protective paper the whole top edge here, and we're first only going to put together down the first 3 segments, because we're going to save and put this 4th segment down until just after we have made the whole perimeter of the box, and that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to peel off the protective paper from this tab here that you can see, and then we can fold this over. It should be pretty much lined up like that. And now is when we want to peel the protective paper off that 4th segment across the top of the box and fold it into the inside. So we now have a very nice, clean looking box that's quite strong, and the tab is all tucked away. And then all we need to do is tuck in these tabs here, and we are going to peel off the protective paper from here, and then that, oops, you can't really see for the edge, but there we go. And we're going to tuck that away and put that here like that. And then we have our box bottom fit. You could adjust the tape a little bit on the bottom if you wanted, because these tabs are actually not glued down, but honestly they seem to stay in place very well, so I didn't bother with that. All these designs, sometimes there's slight variations in where you want to put your tape because of how the bottom flaps overlap. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to put this. So that was a design 7, I think I said. Yes, and this is a design 2B. and this is a double wall jewelry box style. The way we're putting this together here is because this is made from patterned paper, which is not as rigid and stiff and strong as the cardstock. What I do is instead, normally with this style of box, I cut out these if I'm doing cardstock so it's not so bulky. But with the patterned paper, what I do is I leave these here. I do taper the edges, and then I fold that over like that, and then I'm going to do the same on this side. And what that does is it gives me a double thickness of the pattern paper on the corners here, plus a little bit of tape as well, that causes it to be a little bit stronger than it would be if we had cut out the corners of that. And I'm just going to peel up the protective paper from these two pieces of tape. The reason we need two pieces of tape here is because this one here in that segment there is going to be used to hold these little tabs into place as we square them up, and then you can just make sure that those tabs aren't passing over that score line, and then you can just fold over that and we have a nice edge there. And then we will do the same thing right here. We'll peel up that protective paper, have just enough of fingernails left to peel them up. We will square that up nicely there, square that up nicely there, and then fold that over. In this case, I don't know, you probably can't tell quite on the video, but I didn't get it totally lined up perfectly. There's a bit of a bump here, but it should be fine. Should fit on here, and there we have it. Boxes that are sized perfectly to hold 2 large truffles. And that is it for this series for Kit 18. We have 7 different ones. The way I did this kit, actually, it was interesting to try to figure out the math behind it. But all of these boxes, 7 boxes, you can either have a 3 or a 4, are made from 2 pieces of 12 by 12 pattern paper plus 3 pieces of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And you get to make 7 different sizes of boxes. And the nice thing about these sizes of boxes is that you can learn a few different types and the sizes, and you can decide when you make your truffles how big you want, and then you can make more of that kind of box. These would really make nice hostess gifts, neighbor gifts, teacher gifts, that kind of thing, as well as nice decorations to put out at each place setting. You could label the names of the individuals or put some other kind of festive image or sentiment on them and decorate your tables with them. That is the intent. The other thing I'm just going to give you a heads up on is I do have, these are the ones that we're going to be assembling next week in my workshops, kit number 9, and it's a slightly different variation of the boxes, and there is going to be one that is sized to hold 1 truffle, another one that's sized to hold 2, a slightly different variation. Oh, actually, this one is the same as that to hold the 2 medium ones. And then these other ones are all designed to hold small ones. This holds 3 small ones, but it's a different style box than this one right here. And then this one here holds 2 small, whereas that one held 3 small. And then this one actually is a really nice size. It is sized to hold 6 truffles, which is interesting, and it happens to be the size that holds a gift card. So if you are looking for a great gift idea to include a few handmade or homemade treats to go along with a gift card that you're giving to somebody, it's a nice way to dress it up, and you could put with the little card your gift card right in there. Thanks ever so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed watching this, as well as we'll look at some of my other videos and maybe participate in some of my upcoming workshops. We're going to be doing another kit coming up in February for Valentine's Day, so that could be a really good adventure for you to join us in those workshops. I'll take a bit of a combination of these 2 the boxes from these 2 kits and add in a few different ones to make our Valentine's Day treat boxes. Thanks again for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.